Obviously, like, it's a very old building, and I live on the top floor, so it's 7th floor.
Okay.
No elevator.
Right.
So you have to be in shape,
Yes.
basically.
Okay. Let's do it. How often do you go up the stairs every day?
At least twice a day. I don't want to go up more than that, but sometimes I have to.
Yeah.
So, you know, I try to not forget anything.
Sure. And the delivery men, like, they come upstairs or they meet you downstairs?
No, I need to go down. And every time someone comes to my home, I need to go down to open. And all the doors that are here, like on the way up, it used to be the doors where the maids kind of like, they all lived on the last floor. And they were going into the floor, like the master's flat through these doors, so that they didn't have to like come across anyone.
Yeah. Okay, 6th floor.
So we're almost there. This is okay. So we're on the last floor.
Nice.
We made it.
Nice. Took only 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. And this is my flat. Come in.
Thank you. Thank you. I can keep on my shoes, it's okay?
Yeah, you can keep on your shoes, don't worry. So, it's a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, it's very, very tiny. As I said, it used to be where the maids lived. So, like, when I was searching for an apartment, I was, like, looking at maids' apartment that were, like, even smaller than this one.
Okay.
And here, I have a full window, which is, like...
It's very cool.
Very rare in Paris, in maids' bedrooms.
Yes.
So this is like a very good.
Okay, this is a premium
stuff. Yeah.
Premium chambre de bonne, as you say it in French.
Yes, chambre de bonne, exactly.
Yes, okay, that's a good one. All right.
So this is my bed / sofa, and well, I'm also a photographer, so I like having like loads of pictures from magazines.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Everywhere.
Actually, a lot. I like those ones up here.
Yeah, there's a lot from the magazine Interview, and these are all from Interview magazine, which I really like, and I love like every one of their photographers is just amazing. I really like that there's different styles and stuff. And
you're very much into like portrait photography.
Yeah.
It's portrait, like lifestyle, maybe something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, there's more here.
Yeah, there's more here, and some Polaroids pictures that I took during shoots or like during my meetings with friends.
Sure. Yeah, I also recently started doing Polaroid only like a couple of weeks ago.
I think it's quite interesting.
It's really cool. Yeah, and it's something you can give it to a person at the end. You know.
Yeah.
It's really.
It's a souvenir.
It's really exactly a souvenir.
Yeah.
I like it.
So here as well, and I like to work standing up, so I don't have a chair for this.
Nice. Okay. Like walking up 7 stories and then like also.
and
you're just standing.
Standing up, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Another thing that I love about this very tiny flat, but that is also not usual in maids' chambre de bonne, is that it's really like quite well organized. So, for example, I have a mini kitchen area, and I also have a shower area with a door.
Okay. Right.
Which is most often in chambre de bonne, you just have basically a shower in the middle of the room and just a curtain, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I have a real...
You have an actual room.
Yeah, an actual room with a tap and a mirror and...
Can we turn on the lights?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, yeah, this one. Okay.
Yeah. So my towels and just, some
just a regular
stuff. Yeah, a regular
shower.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything you need.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
However, I do have to share the toilets.
Yes. Okay.
Which is also very, like, usually in maids' old bedrooms, you have to share the
Yeah.
toilets. Although some of my flatmates have now their own, because the landlords kind of said, oh, that would be cool that you have yours.
Okay.
And they just put new ones
All right.
inside the house. But sometimes you can't because of the law or like because they don't want to. Anyway, so sometimes you have a bit of problems with
Yeah.
other flatmates.
Do you think you'll still get your own toilet at some point, or is there
Yeah.
like, yeah, you think? Or is there like no, like where would they put it?
Oh, you mean here?
Yeah.
No.
Here, no, okay. Well, sometime in your life, I hope
But
so.
yes, I really next flat I will have my own toilet
Upgrade.
for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, your kitchen is actually pretty neat. Do you cook a lot? Like,
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
I do cook a lot. Actually, I'm vegan, so I also have to cook
by
a lot.
necessity, okay.
But
see.
I like to.
Right.
It's very minimalist, but you know, I have the.
I guess you have to be organized when you cook. Like you
Yes.
can't,
Yeah.
do a million things at the same time.
Yeah. It's all about practicality. Basically, when I have something here, like if I cook pasta, for example, and I want to also have vegetables, I'm gonna put the pasta first, and then depending on like the cooking time, I will add the vegetables at the same time,
Yeah.
and it saves time and it's just easier.
Yes.
Yeah, and I have an oven,
All right.
which is
Oven.
quite luxurious as well,
Oven and microwave.
and a microwave, but it doesn't work
Ah, okay.
anymore.
Okay. I see. I don't even have a microwave. I have an oven, but I don't have
Yeah.
a microwave. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really use microwaves
Yeah.
anyhow, so that's okay. I'd rather have an oven than a microwave.
Yeah. I think I would agree.
Yeah,
It's kind
me
of.
too.
It's not. I mean, I think it's more practical. It's more.
Yeah.
You can do more things with it.
Yeah,
Like
for
microwave,
sure.
you can just like reheat stuff.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Okay. Oh, you have a ton of books. I actually didn't see that.
Yes, I do have a ton of books. I read a lot since I'm very little, and also it was my studies. I studied literature.
Oh, okay.
And I studied gender studies in literature. So I have a lot of books about feminism and anti-racism and just
Right.
queer studies, and also just cool books. I think
Do you read more fiction or non-fiction?
it really depends.
Okay.
It really depends on. Okay, for example, I have a period where I'm gonna read a lot of essays,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will be tired of it, or I just want something lighter, and I will go back to fiction.
Sure.
I always have, so many books
Yeah.
at the same time,
Okay.
and it's too much.
Okay.
I think now I'm reading 4 books
Right.
at the same time, so it's a bit much, but I always finish them, so that's
Okay.
fine.
That's the only thing that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite ones are the ones that are above the bed,
Okay.
because they're like more special to me. It's a lot of poetry books, and Sally Rooney. I love Sally Rooney. She's my favorite
Sally
author.
Rooney, should I know her, or was like is
She's an Irish writer, and she wrote Normal People, which was adapted into a TV series, and it was like a worldwide success. So maybe you could know Normal People.
I might have. Maybe I've watched it. Maybe my girlfriend watched it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll have to check it.
yeah.
I might have
You
seen
will.
it.
But yeah, some very cool poetry books. I also write, so I always have some notebooks and stuff everywhere.
Right. What kind of things do you write?
Mainly poetry.
Okay.
I'm also doing a short film myself now that I'm directing and that I wrote, so I wrote it.
It's a lot of things.
Yes, I have so many projects at the same time that I struggle to finish them sometime.
I know.
But yeah, I'm always writing something or having ideas for a photo shoot or something. So
basically, you're a photographer.
yeah,
You write things.
yeah,
You're kind of a writer.
Yeah.
You have. Yeah, you're writing like scenarios.
yeah.
You're also modeling every once in a while, right?
It's not what I do more,
Right.
but I kind of like
Okay.
it. I've been doing it a bit more recently.
Okay.
But yeah, I also like
Okay.
it. And
Yes.
I think it helps when you supposed to then direct your clients or your models and stuff
Yeah. To know how they feel.
to know how it feels.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
can just emphasize more.
Yes, yeah.
And
No,
yeah.
that's true.
the one thing I have to show you, and I will take off my coat because it's hot after 7 floors,
Yeah.
is the view, because it's really, really, really like kind of part of
Yeah.
even the place.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
If you go,
Height.
yeah,
And yeah, if we go all the way to the right, there's the Eiffel Tower
yeah,
in all its glory.
yes.
I don't know.
Today is a bit cloudy, but
Yeah.
still it's nice.
No, it's still super cool. Obviously, on the camera, it's a little bit smaller than you
Yeah,
can see it in
yeah.
like real. But I think if there's like a nice sunset
Yeah.
or a nice sunrise, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
I think it looks really cool. I'm very jealous. Like not in a negative, just I'm very
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
No, that's really cool. I love all these apartments. That's so nice.
And actually, the good thing with... I'm actually jealous of the ones who live there,
The ones who live there.
like next to me, because on the top, like on the roof,
Yeah.
they can go there in summer and it's flat.
Ah.
So they can just lie down and watch the Eiffel Tower and take the
Okay.
sun.
That's really nice.
While my roof is really like
Kind of like pointy.
pointy and
Okay.
you can't lie down and you don't... It's not really legal to do so,
You're
actually.
right. Yeah. I think it's never legal, really.
Yeah, but
But yeah.
anyway, they do it.
Okay. Yeah.
And even if there is no like, like security, I think if you're over there and you're just lying down and being careful,
Sure.
you can't really fall down.
Okay.
So sometimes in summer, because yeah, there's one thing about this place. It's nice. I don't pay a lot of money.
Yeah. How much do you pay actually?
So I pay 500 euros a month.
Okay.
But I also get help from the government, so I actually pay less, but the rent price is at 500, which is a really good price,
Yeah.
especially for the area. So we're in the 15s. And next to me I have a lot of good metro stations, and they can take me basically everywhere in not too much time, so it's quite practical. But in summer, it's basically an oven here.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Because these roofs are, I don't remember the name of the material, but
Yeah.
it's like getting the heat.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
in summer, like if you had come here maybe 2 months ago,
Yeah.
you could have put your hand here and it's hot.
Ah, really?
Like,
It's hot?
You can feel
Wow.
the heat coming
What's,
from the
what
wall.
is it right now? It's very normal.
It's normal.
It's like yeah, okay. And
Yeah.
like in winter, because like right now we're in October, end of
Yeah.
October. It's pretty
It's
nice
okay.
weather. Yeah, it's like
It's actually quite warm for
yeah, it's
the
like 16,
season.
17 degrees.
Yeah.
How is it in winter when it's cold? Is it really cold here
Yes.
also? Okay.
Sometimes I have to wear a coat in the apartment,
Okay.
and when I go out, I feel like it's warmer than here.
Okay.
So, but I'd rather be in winter and I can put things on
Yeah.
than in summer and
You can only
can't-
take so many things off.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
true.
invested in something to make the air, like to
Yeah, yeah,
blow
like an-
air.
yeah.
I don't remember the name.
You mean like is it like an air purifier or is it like just an air like a kind of like an air blower?
Yeah, air blower.
Like a
yeah.
ventilator.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
And that's
That's helping.
helping,
Okay.
but still,
Yeah, it's true.
you don't want to be here too much.
Even like I live on the second floor and like in summer it's really hot and we
Yeah.
also have a ventilator and even that especially when you want to sleep
Yes,
it's tough.
exactly.
That's the hardest when you want to sleep and it's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah, and also like one thing in summer, you want to keep the window open to have some air and stuff, and it's quite a passing street. We're close from the Eiffel Tower, and there's a lot of trucks and cars, and also just on weekends people like going to parties and stuff, so like being loud, and you kind of have trouble sleeping in summer. You can also hear the metro sometimes.
Yep.
Depending on like the time of the day and the wind and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
otherwise,
Well, you have some downsides, you have
Yes.
some downsides, you have
Yeah.
some upsides.
Exactly.
I guess the price is pretty like unbeatable in Paris.
yes.
I think
yeah.
I've never heard someone pay less than 500.
Yeah.
Even if you're like sharing,
Yeah.
you know, if you're like in a shared apartment.
Yeah.
So I think that's really the.
Yeah. And at first I was paying less because I moved in during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why also I got the apartment.
Right.
Because there were not as much people fighting for it.
Yeah.
It was easier.
Mm.
But I was really happy when I got this one because I visited others that were like smaller and more expensive. And
It's crazy that places are even smaller than 13 square meters, right? Yeah. In a lot of places in the world, I mean, in a lot of places, it also maybe it's normal, but like in other cities in France, I guess, or like where I come from in Germany, no one has 13 square meters, you know, everyone has like 60 to 80 square meter like apartments, you know, and so yeah. But it is what it is. It's Paris. It's the capital.
Exactly. But the thing is, when you move here, you don't plan on staying forever. I think it's mostly students and.
I plan on staying forever.
No, I don't. I really don't. Like it's been 4 years that I'm here.
Okay.
And now I'm getting a bit tired that it's so small and. Also with the disadvantages that I just quoted. And one thing as well, there's like nest of wasp.
Oh, there's a wasp?
Above.
Oh.
And I hate.
Oh, yeah.
I hate wasps. And sometimes hornets as well.
Okay, wow.
So it happens.
They come by sometimes? Like they...
Yes. This morning one came in. Seriously? And I was like, oh, no. Get out. But yeah, like honestly, there's at least been 7 of them who entered and who stayed, and it's really one of my phobias.
Yeah.
So all of my neighbors, I met them because I came like
knocking on the
door crying and being like, are you afraid of hornets? Are you afraid of wasps? Can you help me? It creates links. And I met the neighbors that way.
And is someone there who can help you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always gotten help, that's great.
Oh well, yeah.
But yeah.
That's not nice.
No.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's my place.
Very cool.
I like it. You know, I call it home.
Yeah.
And it's a safe place for me. But also sometimes I feel like I've grown too much for this now.
For sure. No, for sure.
So.
It is very cozy. With the light. I mean, now it's also a bit dark outside. But But it is very cozy. I don't feel too like kind of like closed up here. Like it's fine.
Yeah, you still get a sense of space.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it compared to other.
Because you're still pretty like, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's like everything is on the side. There's nothing really in the middle. And so like, just you have the feeling
and also there's quite some space.
Yeah. I guess it's not too low actually.
Yeah.
Especially since you're like kind of like on the roof, right? It's not too low. I guess it might be around 3 meters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't know exactly, but no, I don't feel like too. I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We both don't know the word. Yes.
But I think people will understand.
People understand what we mean.
Yeah.
Is there the toilet is on the on the
do you
floor?
want me to show you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just for people to see.
So always take the keys.
Yes.
You never know.
Sure.
It's here.
Okay.
Very basic toilet situation.
Yeah. Just a toilet.
Yeah.
How many people share the toilet?
3 flats.
3 flats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at night you have to go to the toilet, you have to come here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's the only
So
one.
when it's really cold, you don't really want to go.
Yeah. Because it's cold here also, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a...
Because there's... it's coming directly from the outside.
Yeah.
So...
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it, and now it's like closed, like it's sealed, but you see the ladder, and there's like 2 openings here and here, and you can technically go up in the roof through these, but you don't really.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Okay. Okay.
Oops. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else you want to share.
No, just maybe that you have to have all your stuff really packed. Like, as you can see, I still have a suitcase here. I have a suitcase over there and another big thingy. So I just turn like my clothes from winter, summer. I put them up or here. But yeah, the more you stay in a place, the more you accumulate things. Yeah. So unfortunately, you have to find ways to hide the messy bits. Oh, yeah. Like, for example, you don't want to see what's under here, and you don't want to see what's in there because it's just a mess.
Okay.
But yeah, I do have one thing that I like about the flat. It's that this actually can transform into a real, like, 2-bed situation, which is nice to have even in a small space if you want to invite someone over. And I know that not every place has this, or it's like something that you have to transform every night to get into, and that would be maybe sometimes
a little bit annoying.
Yeah. So I'd rather have it like that, and
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you have to be very organized in a place like this.
Yeah.
And you just can't be too messy and have too many things. You know, you have to become a little bit minimalistic. In some form.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, very cool. Thank you so much for showing us your apartment.
Thank you.